We are back with Superfood Friday, and if you're craving sushi, we are going to show you how to make it at home. Today, nutrition and health expert Joy Bauer joins us to share her recipe. Joy, good morning.
Hey, Joy.
Hey, Joy.
Good morning. And by the way, thanks for all the great information that you guys have been providing during this hour. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely,
thank you, Joy.
Absolutely. What do you have for us this morning?
Okay, so this recipe is super fun, and it's a wonderfully easy way to bring the flavors of sushi into your home. And it's packed with layers of nutrition, and I'm calling it my baked salmon sushi cups.
Okay.
And it starts with, of course, look how cute those are.
Yeah.
And wait until you see how easy it is to make them. So it starts with salmon, and many health experts will say one of the healthiest foods on the planet. And what I've done here is I've taken 1 pound of salmon and I cut it into, I want to show you these pieces, little cubes. And you can either ask your fishmonger to do it or your butcher, or if you're going to do it at home, a little pro tip is to chill it in the refrigerator first, and it makes it much easier to slice.
Yep.
Okay.
I love salmon because it's packed with protein, vitamin D, which helps strengthen our bones, but also those omega-3 fats, which help to ease inflammation, and it drives down triglycerides. So to marinate it, so simple, some teriyaki sauce, and this is just a half a teaspoon of ginger powder and garlic.
Okay.
And you just mix this up,
Right.
and if you have the luxury of a little bit of time, I would say pop it in the fridge for 30 minutes to up until 2 hours. And if you don't, that's okay too.
Okay.
So I'm going to set this aside right over here.
Okay.
And we're going to start with our rice. So when it comes to the rice, normally in the sushi restaurant, it will be white rice, but we're going to take it up a notch in the nutrition department. And I have here a cup of either brown rice or quinoa. Quinoa has even more protein and more fiber. To give it a little bit of that delicious restaurant flavor, I'm adding in, that's just rice vinegar, 1 teaspoon, and I mix it up. And now some of the fun begins. So you guys have seen these before, right?
Sure.
Yeah. These are
nori sheets.
seaweed. Exactly. So it's dried up and roasted seaweed, which we call sea vegetables. And all you're going to do, I have 3 together here, 3 sheets in a row. And I want to create 12 squares. So I'm just cutting these. So I have 12 perfect squares.
It's like edible construction paper.
Right.
My kids love
And
seaweed
then
snacks.
you put a tablespoon of your cooked flavored rice or quinoa right in the center. And what I'm going to show you here is I have a baking sheet.
Okay.
And then you put them right inside. And you may be tempted to put in the little squares of nori first and then put the rice on top. But I'm going to tell you to do it out of the baking sheet because the rice will soften it up a little bit and it makes those nori squares more pliable so they fit in perfectly.
Did you oil the tin before?
So it's interesting that you asked me that, Al. I did originally, but then I tested it without oiling it, and it's much better without because the bottom of the paper
sometimes too.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yes, and the bottom of the paper stays a little bit crispier when you don't oil, and it doesn't stick. So now I have my salmon, and you take your salmon and you're going to layer it on top of your rice layer. Then this goes in the oven, set at 400 for just 10 minutes. And I'll show you what it comes out like. That's it. They're perfect right over here. You know what has to go on it, though?
A little spicy mayo.
And you can make that while those are baking.
Yes, and all it is, we have a little bit of light mayo. I have my siracha sauce.
Okay.
I have a dash of sesame oil, and I like to squeeze some fresh lime right on top. You mix this up. I have one already mixed over here because I want to show you how I gussy up my, see that? Look how nice and creamy it comes out. Okay, so let me take out we've got a little bit of spicy mayo on top, and now I'm going to put some sesame, black sesame seeds, and I have some scallions.
Perfect.
And guys, you have a perfect little salmon sushi cup.
They
Look
look
at that.
amazing. That's
I want to
fantastic.
try that.
Be a great appetizer at a
really
party.
Good.
And
Yum.
guys, I'm coming for you next week because I am
great.
back in the studio.
Oh, great.
All righty.
Good.
And bring some of those. Yum.
Stop this nonsense.
There's not going to be any left. But I'm going to bring other stuff.
Okay,
Okay.
fine. Joy, thank you so much. It looks really good and
Have a good
creative.
weekend, Joy.
Bye-bye, guys.
For this recipe, just head to today.com/food.